In this video, we will learn to perform long polynomial division through examples. In this example, we will use long division to find the quotient and remainder of x squared minus 9x plus 20 divided by x minus 4. So the way to write this is first we write the polynomial equation, x squared minus 9x plus 20. Then we draw kind of like a square root, and then the factor that we're dividing it by goes to the left side. Okay, from here, our first step is to use this first value, x squared, and divide that by the first value of the factor. Well, once we do that, what do we get? X squared divided by x, that would give us x. Then what we do is we multiply this answer, x, by each term of the factor. So what we get is, in that case, is x times x, that will be x squared, and x times negative 4 is going to be negative 4x. We write it at the bottom of our polynomial equation. And then what we do is we subtract and write everything we got under this line. So what do we get? X squared minus x squared, that will be 0. Negative 9x minus 4x, that would be negative 9x plus 4x, and that would give us negative 5x. And then this 20 goes down as well, and we just get plus 20 here. Next step would be to get the first term of what we got, negative 5x, and divide that with the first term of our factor. So negative 5x divided by x, that would give us negative 5. So we write it at the top. And now we are multiplying negative 5 by each term of the factor. So what do we get? We get negative 5 times x, that's going to be negative 5x. And negative 5 times negative 4, that would be positive 20. Then we will subtract these two values. So we get 0. We could write the 0 at the end here. So the remainder would be 0. Therefore, our answer would be x minus 5. So to write this out, x squared minus 9x plus 20 divided by x minus 4 gives us x minus 5. In this example, we are dividing 4x cubed minus 3x squared minus 25x minus 6 by 4x plus 1. Let's write this out. So we have this polynomial divided by 4x plus 1. So we do the same thing in this case. So we have this first term, we divide it by the first term of our factor. 4x cubed divided by 4x would give us x squared. We write it at top, then we'll multiply x squared by each term of the factor. So x squared times 4x, that gives us 4x cubed. And x squared times 1, that gives us x squared plus x squared. Next step is we subtract this equation from the whole polynomial. So we get 0 here for 4x cubed minus 4x cubed, that's 0. Negative 3x squared minus x squared, that's going to give us negative 4x squared. And then everything else we bring down, so we have negative 25x here and negative 6. Now we take this first term of the answer we got and divide that by the first term of our factor. Negative 4x squared divided by 4x, that would give us negative x. We write that at the top. Now we multiply negative x by each term of the factor. So we get negative x times 4x. That would give us negative 4x squared. And then negative x times 1, that would give us negative x. So here, again, we subtract. Negative 4x squared minus 4x squared, that's 0. Negative 25x minus x, that's going to be negative 25x plus x, which is negative 24x. And then minus 6 we bring down. Again, we divide negative 24x by 4x. What do we get? We get negative 6. We write that at the top. And now we multiply negative 6 by 4x plus 1. So we get negative 24x and negative 6. We subtract these two values now. We get 0 for 24x minus 24x, and then minus 6 minus 6, that's also going to be 0. So the total here is going to be 0. Therefore, the answer here would be x squared minus x minus 6. Now let's say we are dividing the same polynomial by x minus 1. So we're dividing it by x minus 1. So again, we're dividing the first term by the first term of the factor, and we get 4x squared. Then we'll multiply 4x squared by x minus 1, and we get 4x cubed minus 4x squared. Now we subtract, and we get 0 for the first term, negative 3x squared minus 4x, that would be x squared. Everything else we bring down, so we get negative 25x here and minus 6 here. Now we divide x squared by the first term of the factor, and we get x. So we have plus x here. And now we multiply x by x minus 1, and we get x squared minus x. We subtract the values, so we get negative 25x plus x, that would be negative 24x. Then minus 6 we bring down. Now we divide negative 24x. Now we divide negative 24x by x, and we get negative 24. We multiply negative 24 by x minus 1, and we get negative 24x, it's negative, plus 24. After we subtract these values, we will get negative 6 minus 24, which is going to be negative 30. After we get the remainder that we cannot divide by x, what we do is we are able to write the answer now. So our answer would be for 4x cubed minus 3x squared minus 25x minus x divided by x minus 1, the answer is 4x squared plus x minus 24, which is this answer right here, plus the remainder, which is negative 30, over our factor, x minus 1. This would be the answer. I hope this video was helpful. See you in my next video.